on in your mind, a little thing which is going on in terms of your brain. Okay. And what we will kind of go ahead and start off is from that part of the things. So I would really want you to make sure that you have your book with you, because what we are going to talk about today is going to get in a lot of reflections. Because whenever you want to start something, or whenever you want to take things forward, whenever you want to achieve that goal related to maybe your health, your wealth, your career, your business, or relations, there is something small which comes in, and that something small is, it may feel small, but that small thing takes over everything that you would have. And that's all about the self doubt.
Recording in progress.
So, as I welcome once again to all of you, today I would want to start with this topic, and this is something which is very, very direct. I want you to go ahead and make a note of this, because the topic that we're talking about is all related to self doubt. And self doubt is not going to be your weakness, but self doubt is an old survival strategy. And I want you to write this, because whenever you are working towards healing yourself, whenever you're working towards taking up some actions, or you're working towards achieving your goals, the self doubt comes in. But why does the self doubt come in? How to heal it? What is the purpose of the self doubt to actually come within our body, right? So that's something which we are going to talk about today and work around, because this is the biggest barrier that stops you from achieving whatever you would love to achieve, in terms of whether it's your health goal, whether it is your wealth goal, whether it is associated with your relationship goals, or your career, or your business aspect of things. So the most important point I want you to note down is that self doubt is not your weakness, but it is an old survival strategy which is ingrained in your brain, in your mind, in your heart. And tonight we are going to not fight against it, but we are going to understand it, and then we are slowly going to upgrade it. Because one of the things what I've realized is that most of the times we are not able to consistently follow our practices, we're not able to consistently move ahead with what we're looking for, because self doubt comes in. So before we go ahead, I will like kind of just give some examples, and if you're able to relate with any of this, you can go ahead and type in the chat comments window, where does your self doubt show up most in your life today? So, yes, this is a question to you. Where does the self doubt show up most in your life today? Is it in your office meetings? Is it related to money conversations? Is it related to the business visibility? Is it related to your relationships? Is it, if students are joining in, then is it related to your exams? Is it related to your performance? Is it related to decision making? Is it related to taking an action and moving further? Commitments and consistency is where the self doubt comes in. Thanks for sharing that, Richa. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's really awesome. Let's see, what more do we have with people who are going to kind of share with us what is exactly causing this self doubt for you. And this is very important, because what we are going to work on healing today is going to be this particular area of where this self doubt is cropping in. Maximum time you have the self doubt, but in which area? Is it in health? Is it in wealth? Is it in relationships? Or is it related to your office work? Is it related to decision making? Because self awareness is the beginning of confidence. And that's a very powerful thing, because I again want you to make a note of this, is that the self awareness is going to be the beginning of your confidence. And while we are going to work around this, let me go ahead and ask this question to all of you. What do you understand by self doubt? I want you to just think through and understand. We keep saying a lot about self doubt, but what is this self doubt all about? What is this self doubt? When you don't trust yourself, That's absolutely right. That when you don't trust yourself, that's self doubt. Great. Thanks for sharing that. What else? Fear of becoming big, not being confident. Thank you, Aarti, for sharing that. Fear of becoming big, not being confident about it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing it. Let's see what more we get in. Decision making, performance, relationships are the areas, Nisha, that you feel. Thank you for doing sharing that. Doubt on self abilities, health, relationship. If I took some decision, whether it will last or long or not, these are the areas. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this, because this is going to be kind of very important for us to understand, because that awareness is going to be there. In business, there is always self doubt. Yes. So, having second thoughts for anything we want to do or say. Thanks, Padma Priya, for sharing it. So, when we're talking about self doubt is not low on talent. It is not low on intelligence. It is not the lack of skill. But the self doubt is always an internal conflict which is happening here. I'll repeat this again, because many times people feel that, oh, I don't have the skills. That's why I'm not confident enough. And that's why I'm having doubt. But self doubt is not low talent. It is not low intelligence. It is not lack of skill. Self doubt is internal conflict. And that's very, very powerful, because self doubt is your internal conflict. It is the gap between what you are capable of and what your nervous system believes in, what is safe for you. So it's a gap between what you can do, what your capabilities are, and what your nervous system believes is safe for you. And I'll repeat this again, because this is going to be kind of a very important aspect, because what you are capable of and what your nervous system believes is safe, the gap between these two is related with, or is being kind of very close to, the self doubt. So self doubt happens when your potential is bigger than your perceived mindset, or than your perceived safety. So self doubt happens when your potential is bigger than your safety. That is powerful. And I'm repeating this again because I want all of you to write it down, because whenever you get into the self doubt, this point has to come into your mind, is that self doubt is happening when your potential is bigger than your perceived safety. Yes, this is very, very powerful, because psychologically, self doubt is where your brain is trying to protect you from discomfort. Okay. So your brain is trying to protect you from any kind of discomfort that's going to happen within your life because of whatever decisions that you're taking. So energetically, self doubt is contraction. You just don't think it, you feel it. And now, all the areas that you have identified about self doubt, I want you to look at, feel it. Where do you feel the self doubt? Is it tightness in your stomach? Is it a dry throat? Or is it like a slight collapse in your posture? Like, oh, you just drool down like this, or you're just like becoming very drowsy, or you're kind of becoming, getting into a very different posture, which is kind of making you feel tired, something like this? Or is it all about a lot of fast heartbeats which are happening? Is it all about your restlessness? And I would really want to go ahead and get these things. So that means it's not just your mindset, but it is also related with the stored emotional memory plus energy contractions which are happening within your body. And that's something which I would want you to go ahead and talk about. And you can put in your questions into the chat, into the comments, so I can go ahead and address to your questions as well that would be there out here. So when we're talking about all of these things, where do you feel that self doubt is going to be the most important aspect. Because as I said, it's not just a mindset, it's a stored emotional memory, it's an energy contraction, and that contraction is connected to your specific chakras, your specific energy centers. So it is when your potential is bigger than your perceived safety. It's your perceived safety. That's where the self doubt is a gap between. Now, the self doubt is associated with specific chakras, specific energy centers within your body. And self doubt is usually not just one chakra issue, but it's a chain reaction between three energy centers, between three chakras. And I'm going to break it down. And of course, I would want you to make a note of it, because whenever you're getting into that self doubt or lack of confidence mode, you need to start working on healing these three specific energy centers. The first one is your root chakra, which is at the base of your spine. It is related with safety. So the question it is asking is, am I safe? If at any point in your life you feel you were criticized harshly, you were compared repeatedly, you were punished for your mistakes, you felt unstable financially, or you felt unsupported, your root chakra has been impacted. Because that point of time, because when you were criticized, when you were been compared, when you were been punished, when you felt unsupported, what did your energy center root chakra learn? It learned that whenever you're trying to bring in visibility for yourself, it may threaten your security. So in all those situations and scenarios where you feel that you are having the self-doubt, look at what is that threat you're receiving. What is a threat related to your security, which is that coming in? Now, for example, in your day-to-day life, for especially for working people, you may hesitate to ask for a salary increment, or you may kind of just doubt, should I really go and ask for some raise? It's not because you may lack skill, but because you fear that when you ask about it, there might be a rocking boat, which may lead to your survival fear. And root is related to the survival, root is related to this fear that I want you to really go ahead and make a note of. So any time of the self-doubt that's coming to your mind, look at whether it's related to your root chakra. The second chakra which is impacted or is being governed for your self doubt is your solar plexus chakra, which is 2 inches above your navel, and it is a Manipura chakra. It is also called as the power chakra. So, in this solar plexus chakra, the question is, am I capable? And as the solar plexus chakra is your identity center, you are always asking, am I capable? You get into overthinking pattern. You start delaying things, procrastination starts appearing. That's where it is like definitely your solar plexus chakra, your Manipura chakra is imbalanced. Because when this chakra is balanced, you speak calmly, you decide confidently, you don't over explain things. And if this chakra is not that weak, you start shrinking your authority, and you always keep guessing, is this right? Is this right? Is this right? Is this wrong? So that's the second aspect of the chakra, because like when you're talking to friends or family members or maybe in a meeting, you know the answer, you know everything because you're an expert in it. But when somebody of authority more than you, or somebody who is senior more than you, speaks very strongly, you suddenly start doubting yourself. You suddenly start feeling that butterflies in the stomach, and you're like, oh my God, this is a senior person. And am I saying the right thing now? Am I capable enough even to talk in front of this person, because this person is having X Y number of years of experience, or they're elder, they're senior, and what would that be? So that's where your solar plexus chakra is being impacted about it. And then you suddenly start doubting your own pointers. That means that your solar plexus chakra is contracting out here. So the root chakra, the solar plexus, and the third one, which is impacted because of the self doubt, is your throat chakra. Throat chakra is all about expressions, it's all about communication. So, can I express safely? That's the question that your throat chakra is asking. If in your life at any point of time you were probably interrupted, or like you started to say something and then somebody started, "Ace, shut up, don't say anything, let me speak." So you were interrupted then, or you gave an idea, you know what, I have an idea, let's do this thing in this fashion, and then someone was like, okay, okay, keep it aside, and then they just ignore it. So when your opinion was dismissed, and then you were told that don't talk too much, you were mocked for speaking, and the throat really learned to suppress your emotions. The throat learned suppression. And if you have faced at any point of your time in your life any of these situations and scenarios, I really want you to write down, because that's the awareness and that's the point of things that we should work on healing and releasing. And in your day-to-day times, sometimes it happens, you're sometimes so nervous and you're like, you know what, I want to go and say something. But then you keep repeating that in your mind 10 times. But when that moment comes that you have to go and speak, you're numb. You don't say, and you're like frozen. And you're like, you know what? I practiced since last 15, 20 days for this. But today, when I'm here to say about it, I've forgotten what I had to say. My voice is kind of just gone. I don't even remember. And maybe you say something and you blabber something, and then you're like, oh my God, what's this? And that's where you start feeling unsafe. That's where your solar weakens. That's where your throat closes. Yeah, I have a message out here which says that while I'm saying this, it's just like, it's okay that when I'm sharing this and I'm bringing up these points, if you feel connected and you just want to let go of your emotions, you feel like crying, you just want to write that down, please do that, because our objective out here is to help you release this during the healing process. And it's like just touching every string of your wound. Yes, I realize that, because the key out here, as I said, is to bring that experience, to bring that exposure for you to have that self awareness. Because unless you're going to have the self awareness, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to go ahead and look for the healings. Because your root is saying that it is unsafe, your solar is saying it's weakened, your throat is closing, and that is self doubt. Now, self doubt has come in because it's there to protect you. At some point in your life, this self doubt protected you. Because when you were expressive, you were being shut down, your system learned better to stay small than get hurt, because it was trying to. So that's why next time when you say something, you are like very cautious. Should I say, should I not say? And that's not self doubt, but you're protecting yourself, because your mind is telling you that if you say something, you will be hurt, you're going to harm yourself, so better stay silent. And that's why what happens is many times is that as a child, we are like, oh, he's just a child, she's just a child, they're what, 2 years old, they're just 3 years old. And then we keep kind of screaming, or we keep kind of stopping them from expressing and talking and saying that, shut up, don't say anything, you're very small, you're very small. Then what happens for that child is that they start feeling that if I say something, I'll be just brought down and it's going to hurt me. I'm not given that voice. And that's why sometimes certain kids become very rebellious. They're like, you never listen to me, and I just don't care. Now, why I'm bringing that point is because somewhere in your childhood as well, you might have gone through those experiences. You may or may not remember it right now, but it is stored somewhere in your subconscious mind, which triggers automatically when that similar kind of a situation comes in, because it's trying to protect you. So next time, whenever you're having this self-doubt coming into your mind, or you are getting into that, because some of you said that we kind of double check it multiple times, second guess, second time, third time, and we're like, is this right? Is this wrong? Is this there? So whenever that point is coming in, I want you to write that point that, okay, this is the point when I was questioning myself. This is the time when I was self-doubting. This was the situation. For that, you have to go back and understand, what was it protecting me from? And when did this happen during my childhood or at any point of time, my time? Because your brain was trained to say that it's better to stay small than get hurt. If you made any mistake and people just humiliated you, they just kind of ignored you, your system learned that it is better to double check everything before I say anything, because the moment I say, I would be humiliated, and I don't want to be humiliated. So that's what your system was trying to tell you. So better double check before I say anything. That's what your message is. And if you were compared with somebody, your system learned that it's better to stay silent, or I can compete silently. So I would again repeat that self doubt became a break system in your life and not a weakness. It became your protection. So at any point of time, you're like, oh, you know what? I self doubt a lot. I don't trust myself. Go back and look at what is your system telling you about, what is that break it is bringing in you, what it is protecting you from. And then it becomes easier to get out of that decision and do that. So if any of you have felt that this was something like an aha moment or something which was like, oh my god, yes, I never thought about it, so go ahead and just type yes in the chat window, because that will help me to know how many of you felt connected with this. How many of you were like, okay, this is something which I never thought about, self doubt? Yes, thank you, Richa. Thank you. Thank you, Amrita Arti. Thank you for that. Because this is like a very deep dive, because when we are getting into healings or things, we also have to understand, because the first thing that crops up is this self doubt. Even when you're healing, will my healings really work? Will my studies really help me to be successful? Will this healing help me to save my relationships? Will this healing help me to earn financial abundance? Will this healing help me to get that successful career, that successful business? Will this healing help me to stay healthy? Now, all of these are your self doubts. But why is it coming in? Because somewhere maybe in the past you tried and it did not work, and then it was trying to protect you. So understand where the self doubt cropped in, what it is trying to protect you, and then we are going to get in. Now, with the self doubt, one of the most important aspect also that comes in is overthinking, because this is another powerful truth, which is the energy of your solar plexus power. It's a solar plexus power, because when the power cannot move outward as an action, it turns inward as overthinking. I know everybody's like, what? What did she say? Because this is something which you might have heard, like, yes. Because in the overthinking aspect, because when you have a self doubt, you get into a lot of overthinking part. You're thinking and thinking and thinking, and then you are like, the energy center of your solar plexus is the power. When the power cannot move outward as an action, it turns inward as an overthinking. Great. Thank you, Chanvi. Answers many of my questions and gives clarity and observations. Thank you for that. Because once that's happening, overthinking again is not a weakness, it is unused authority. I'm repeating this again, right? The energy of solar plexus chakra is the power. And when the power cannot move outward as an action, it turns inward as an overthinking. And overthinking is not weakness, it is unused authority. So if you have an unused authority that keeps playing in your mind again and again and again, and it is constantly analyzing, so that is energy which is rotating inside without any direction. And with the energy healings, we are going to work towards helping you release this contraction of your solar plexus chakra. Because what we're going to do is we're going to use the energies of universal energies, the Reiki energies, to rewire the process. And right now, we are going to get into rewiring this process. So I want to go ahead, keep your books aside, take a comfortable position, because we are going to go ahead to rewire your energies, your process, with the help of Reiki energies, the universal energies. Relax yourself. Let's start with, and if you feel comfortable, you can place your hands 2 inches above your navel at the solar plexus chakra. Close your eyes and let's take a deep breath in. Inhale, hold your breath, and exhale. Inhale, hold your breath, and exhale. Inhale, hold your breath, and exhale. Now you're silently telling yourself, at some point, self doubt protected me. At some point, the self doubt protected me. I thank it. I thank it. I thank it. But I no longer need this protection. But I no longer need this protection. But I no longer need this protection. And I invoke the divine presence of this universal energies, the Reiki energies, and the Supreme God to be present here in this moment to help me release this self doubt and to get me that divine protections, divine healing, and divine guidance. And I'm also open and receptive to the healing being given by Poonam throughout the session. And as I place my hand on the solar plexus, I'm ready to release this self doubt which once protected me because I no longer need this protection. I have my divine protection to guide me, to help me, to grow me. Now, just imagine there is a beautiful golden light entering from your crown, from the top of your head. It's slowly moving down, covering your crown, the top of the head, your forehead, the third eye chakra, your face, your throat, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your palms, upper back, the chest area. This golden light is helping you to dissolve all of these self doubt, which once protected you, and you don't no longer need this protection. It's slowly releasing all of this self doubt from your heart, from your upper back, from the center of your chest, the heart chakra, slowly coming down, releasing it from the middle back, from your solar plexus chakra, the Manipura chakra, 2 inches above your navel. And slowly this golden light is coming down, healing your lower back, your lower abdominal area, which is the sacral chakra, going down to the root chakra. Let this golden light help you to heal. And as this light is in the root chakra, just say, I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. This golden light is going down from the thighs to the knees to the ankles and to the feet and going down to Mother Earth. And this light is helping to release all of these self doubts that you're carrying within you related to your health, related to wealth, related to career, business, relationships. And gently say, I let go of all of these self doubts right now. They once protected me, and I'm thankful for that, but I no longer need this protection. I let this go right now, deep into Mother Earth. And slowly and gradually, these energies are moving down deeper into Mother Earth. And these energies are getting converted out to positive energies, which are empowering you with safety, with capability. And this golden light is coming back from the Mother Earth, traveling from your feet to your ankles, to your knee, to your thighs, to your root chakra, and gently say, I am safe, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Gently, the energies are moving from the solar, from the root to the sacral, moving up to your solar, and gently say, I am capable. I am capable. I am capable. And gently, the energies are moving up to your heart and then to your throat. I am safe to express. I am safe to express. I'm safe to express. And moving up to your third eye and to the crown. Now, if there is any situation where you hesitate or you feel that you're having the self doubt, just bring that right now. Whichever area of your life you want to release the self doubt right now, you may bring that. And as you bring this, just notice the reaction in your body. What are you sensing when you bring this point? Do you feel that heaviness in your stomach, or do you feel tightness in your chest, or you're feeling a little restless? What is that you're feeling right now? Remember, when you bring this situation, the body's reacting because it's gone into that survival memory mode. So the tightness that you're feeling within your body is the survival memory. And now let's release it. I release all the old criticism. I release all the old comparison. I release the fear of judgment. I release shrinking myself down. I release over explaining. Once again, let's release. I release this old criticism. I release this old comparison. I release the fear of judgment. I release the shrinking. I release over explaining. And now visualize all of this getting released as a dark cloud smoke, leaving your abdominal area from the solar plexus and leaving out from your throat. This black energies are getting moved. This dark smoke is getting moved out. All this release is happening right now. Now let's do breathing. Breathe in slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. A little slower. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Normal breathing. This is now regulating your nervous system, your vagus nerve. This is the signal of safety. Now just imagine that there's a bright sun in your solar plexus, the power chakra. It's not loud, it's not aggressive, it's stable. This golden light is in your solar plexus, bringing that stability, bringing that safety. You're speaking calmly, you're relaxed, you're at peace. And this silence feels safe. Your posture is upright, you're breathing in steady, and this calmness is going to bring in that steadiness, the confidence. And I'm just going to go silent for a couple of moments that you can feel the steadiness, you can feel this calmness, you can feel the confidence, and just lock it in right now. Lock this experience of steadiness, calmness, and confidence right now. Remember, confidence is not just the volume, but it is that calmness, that stability that you can feel within you. I am confident. I am confident. I'm confident. I'm confident in achieving all my goals. A healthy body, physically, mentally, emotionally. Successful, secure, stable, thriving, growing, flourishing career and business. Financial abundance. The money stays with me. It flows in easily. It grows exponentially. And remember, if you have not yet done the donations or if you have not circulated your money right now in this month, please go ahead and do that so that as you give, so shall you receive. So let this financial also circulate. Ensure you're donating. You can donate it to any organizations that you feel like or the needy people that you would love to. Just do that with an intention that they are blessed and you are blessed multifold. And then you are having the successful relationships with people around, joyful, happy, supportive, and all your goals, your the vacation that you want to achieve, the house that you want to have it. Gently allowing this and gently saying, I thank this divine energies to bless me to achieve my goals with ease and joy. And I bless each and every person around me with good health, happiness, abundance, prosperity, joy, safety, and protection. And remember this again, self doubt is not the weakness, it is your outdated protection. And today, with this healing, you have updated your internal system. You don't need to become louder, but you become safer, more peaceful, more calm internally. Remember, Reiki is not going to give you fake confidence. It is going to restore your energies safely. So when your root feels safe, your solar feels strong, your throat feels open, confidence becomes natural. So your root chakra is safe. So you feel safe. So when your root chakra feels safe, when your solar plexus feels strong, when your throat feels open, confidence becomes natural. And gently come back to the room, come back to the room, come back to the room. You may gently rub your palms, massage your face, letting this to get into every part of your body, gently massaging with love. And if you felt the shift, if you felt that this was something which really helped you may just go ahead and type in or unmute yourself to share your experience. You can just go ahead and let me know how did it feel for you. You can go ahead and type it in the comments as well. Awesome. So thank you everybody for joining in. I know a lot of you would be like into deep trance with a lot of reflections happening around. Thank you, Preeti. Feeling great. Awesome. So if there is anything that you need help with or support with, go ahead, send me a WhatsApp message, and I'm here to help and support you. Thank you, everybody, for joining in for this session.
Recording stopped.